Oh, desktop audio was playing the entire time, so Hytale's music was going on. Anyways, konnichiwa, minasan, shokoko ni. Today's gonna be a little bit of a chill stream. Just gonna be kind of goofing off in Hytale, looking around, exploring, building, finding stuff, rocks to eat, munch on, chew. And I'll be probably talking a little bit about like Hytale's history and why I'm very excited to see where this game goes. Um, yeah, it'll be a short-ish chill stream. I'm gonna try to hit 2 hours. No promises. Um, but yeah, I'll just kind of get started right away. I'll just mention like talk about basically what my brother is saying in chat, where Simon's vision and Riot's vision were different for this game. Um, I don't think necessarily from what I've seen Simon talk about, um, I don't think necessarily that what Simon has talked about, it's like they don't want the mini games and stuff. Like, for example, you know, there's this like whole dedicated tab to mini games and servers and hubs and all that stuff. Um, but Riot wanted it to be like a more integrated experience. Uh, they wanted it to be cross-platform from the get-go. They wanted it to be this entire kind of like hub, you know, like you said, kind of like Roblox. Um, you know, bad rap that Roblox currently has aside, you know, at some point it was like this great hub for mini games and social space for younger audiences, which unfortunately no longer really exists. Um, internet being the internet, what's it called? And Simon's idea was more along the lines of, you know, having this more RPG experience than Minecraft as like the main draw. So like if I go to create world, you'll see like there's 3 types of worlds you can create. So you'll have the adventure worlds, which are typically more the more RPG focused ones. These are like the ones that have like guided quests and stuff like that. The ones that are more linear, I guess, in the sense of it's less sandboxy. Exploration being the more Minecraft-like, more Terraria-like ones. These are the ones where you kind of go out of your way to explore stuff, and the way they currently have it set up is the further away from spawn you go, the harder the world becomes, the harder the mobs, the more the mob spawns, the more hostile creatures you find, the more secrets you can find, um, more rare ores, stuff like that. You know, we'll see how that evolves, in comparison to like other games like Terraria and Minecraft. And obviously you have your creative where it's just, you know, you go full out and start making stuff however you will, and you have all the tools accessible to the devs. That's another big thing that they've really been meaning to do, is give you all the tools that the devs has had to build worlds and build mini games and build mods and all that stuff, and I think that's very commendable. Basically because most games nowadays really lack that kind of openness to modding or to kind of customizing your experience in the game. I remember back in the day when we had stuff like the Halo Forge, Warcraft 3 custom games, where they had the custom map editor, StarCraft 1, I think StarCraft 2 still has it as well. I can't remember exactly if Heroes of the Storm itself was intended to have some sort of like a custom map editor, but for some reason in my mind, I keep thinking that there is. And I want to throw a little bit of shade to a certain French company that just refuses to satisfy or to listen to their consumer base, to their customers, to their audience and all that stuff, and just doing whatever the fuck they want, thinking that they're better than everyone. Yeah, so when the dev tools and the code, I guess not really the code base, but when the dev tools were kind of made accessible through a through a hack, through a leak, hack, whatever you want to call it, people immediately started reworking maps in Rainbow Six Siege. Company rides with Ubisoft. I like how you knew exactly which one I was talking about. Yeah, so like Rainbow Six Siege, people started modding the maps and modifying like the characters and like rebalancing stuff themselves. And hi Steven, how you doing? And basically players have made the changes they've wanted to maps for all these years and kind of like reworking things to make more sense based off of their own experience. And who would have guessed they've been more successful than Ubisoft has. I will unashamedly like bash on them for kind of dropping the ball every single time. I just want to show you guys like the create avatar real quick. I made mine ahead of time because I've just kind of been screwing around a little bit. But kind of, they've already been taking like requests for changes to like avatars to, for example, let you save multiple avatars, not just like a single one, which I think is a great idea. Because like, for example, in Minecraft, I could replace my skin whenever I wanted. Here you would have to like modify and edit every single time, and I think it would be better to do it like Terraria, where you can save like different avatars and stuff like that. But one of the requests that I saw in the Twitter post where they're just like, hey guys, what do you guys want to see from like the character editor or whatever? And I actually made a post, I made a reply, and I think I saw a couple other people said the same thing, which was effectively separate animal ears from the hair. Because, unfortunately, ears and hair are, like, the animal ears are attached to the hair. It's a hairstyle option, not really separate. So, like, you know, it's a shame that the animal ears are with this hairstyle when I don't really like that hairstyle, for example. I think they should be ear options instead, where you can kind of... Where the fuck? Weird. Where is it? Oh, not here. It should be up here. Head, haircut, eyebrows, eyes, facial hair, head accessory. Oh, I forgot where the ears were. Body characteristics, face, no, mouth. Oh, there we go. So, like, I think the animal ears should be, like, you know, here as an option to replace these ears. And then... and the reason, and I find it weird because I was just like, oh, maybe it's because they have like some sort of coloration thing, but then I'll show you a little detail. Let me just put that back the way it was. A little detail that's interesting. I was like, oh, maybe because they don't want people to be able to recolor the ears away from like the skin tone, or maybe like the ear color is directly attached to the skin tone. But then there is like, for example, different clothing options that you can color differently. To give an example, yeah, look, like this has a limited set of colors that you can pick for it, right? Whereas this one has all these other different colors. So at the end of the day, it's kind of like an interesting decision that they made to have it be part of the haircut, just because, and I guess, granted, I say it's a weird decision that they made it this way, but it could just be like a remnant of the last 4 years of code and then just bringing stuff back to date since they haven't had the game since they gave it to Riot, right? But yeah, for character customization options, just kind of like try to separate stuff as much as you can. Let people mix and match shit as best as you can. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that. You know, they've had Hytale back for what, 2 months at this point? 3 months? So they haven't had that much time to bring everything up to speed and kind of like make all these changes. But, you know, update 1 came out a week after the early access was released. That's already insane. So I'm just gonna go into my world while I talk rather than just keep you guys on the screen. But yeah, so far, like, everything's looking really good. It feels polished for an early access. I think there's certain things that I'm kind of hit or miss about, like they're not communicating a lot compared to before. Yeah, because it's like they've taken, you know, Riot was kind of like behind the scenes a lot, because for the most part, Riot Games was rebuilding the engine to be a new engine because they wanted to release it as a cross-platform game from the get-go, which obviously Simon completely disagrees with, because he wants to get the game out in people's hands and have people playtest this game before they make any like really wide sweeping changes and shit like that. And Riot spent so much money just to not have a product out at any point, and, you know, that definitely really, really hurt them, which is why they ended up, oh shit. Sir, I do not have a weapon. Get away from me. Fuck. Ugh! So, Simon definitely has been communicating a lot, and, like, not even just Simon, it still needs a lot of work, but I'm glad they're starting strong and losing all those years. Yeah, for real, for real. You know, it is a shame that they lost those years. I've been following it since, like, I want to say since I was living in Japan, actually. So, I definitely started following Hytale since after the acquisition from Riot. But now that they have it back in their hands and looking at, like, the original stuff, and I read all of the dev posts about that, so, like, you know, I was aware of what was going on. Plant fiber. That's right. I need a... Do I get plant fiber from these? Yes. It's nice, and you know, they did warn you, and even in the main menu you saw that it said, like, oh, you know, warning, this is an early access copy, expect this to be, like, incomplete, you know, not exactly, like, not exactly, it's not a finished product, by any means it's not a finished product, so, you know, for people who haven't been following along Hytale's development, purgatory, it can come off a little bit, like, strange. It might be a little bit off-putting. But I think above all, the fact that they're communicating everything and letting you know, like, hey, you know, like, this is what has been going on. We're going to do our absolute darndest to bring you the vision that we had, but we need to get this out in people's hands as soon as possible. It's very commendable. It's the type of development and developer that I like to support. So, like, in doing that, I bought the supporter edition of the early access. I was hesitant to do the curse breaker, mainly because it is a little bit steeper of a price, right? So, like, the base game is $20. If you want to support, you can absolutely just do the base game. If you want to support a little more, you can do the supporter edition, which is an extra $15, and you get some cosmetics. Nothing like gameplay related, it's just more cosmetics. And then if you really, 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 really expect a lot from this game, you buy the Curse Breaker. So, base is 20, supporter is 35, and Curse Breaker is 70. Supporter edition to help out. Yeah, absolutely. And I think what's really interesting, or what gives me a lot of hope as well, is that they secured, like, what was it, 2 million copies by the time that early access had come out, which Simon said basically secured the next 2 years of development from this game, and that's plus the 10 years he's willing to put in out of his own pocket. And, you know, I have a lot of respect for Simon for, you know, for really doing all this. Like, it genuinely shows the amount of love that he has for this project. Look, a frog. Yeah, I do like I'm definitely more of a fan of the Terraria style of sandboxes more than the Minecraft style. I like Minecraft, I like voxel-based games and being able to build shit and do whatever I want, but at the same time, I like having a little bit more structure. I like having more clear, concise goals and being able to follow stuff around and being like, yes, this is what I want to do next. I want to go check out this dungeon. I want to upgrade my sword or my weapon to the next tier. That's my next goal, so that I can fight this ice dragon in the I forgot what they're called. Snowdrift Plains or some shit. I can't remember. They gave it an interesting name. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's different. Obviously, you don't have a grid-based crafting style the way that Minecraft does, which to me is fine. I like Terraria's crafting thing, the way that Terraria does crafting, which is based off of your workbench and your workbench level and stuff like that, because it makes it so that your progression follows a specific route. And you're not just kind of like... you can't just like fast forward through the progression, and to some degree you kind of can. Obviously, I could literally just sprint to the edge of the map and see if I can mine some of like the rarer ores. However, in order to create those, you still would need to like upgrade your workbench, which I did pick up. Okay, cool. So, you know, like systems wise, there's a lot already to like about it, and as with any game, you can like it, you might not like it. The fact that we have this early access and we can see these things before the final version of the game releases means not only will we be able to see how the game evolves, so maybe you don't like it at first, but you end up liking it. They end up changing it in some way that makes it much more, you know, up your alley. I think that's pretty cool. I could possibly use this as a place to build nearby. Because the temple's there. We got a river. It looks like this is some sort of mine I might be able to go down into. Can I rope myself? Not rope myself that way, but, you know. Rope myself down the non-lethal way. Hello. We doing voxel based RPG. I wonder. Oh, there is a cave. I don't have torches. I should make torches. I believe if I do this, yeah, but I got daggers. So so interesting thing, didn't know there was an RPG aspect. So it's, yeah, it's, I would compare it definitely more so to Terraria than Minecraft. It has a more, oh shit! You can turn them off and on. I didn't know that. Yeah, so the progression is more like Terraria than Minecraft. Obviously, 3D, you know, it works a little differently than all of them, obviously, or than both of them. But their plan is definitely to lean more towards the Terraria style of sandbox RPG than... I didn't need to make a weapon, apparently. I'll just take that, put it in a box somewhere. Right now, a lot of the progression, something that they mentioned specifically in like the devlogs and stuff like that, is that for the most part, it's just kind of open at the moment. The only real progression is just kind of like your tools and stuff. I don't believe there's a lot of bosses in yet. There is intended to be, so I can put an NPC in 3D dirt homes. Absolutely! Well... I hope they make it more similar to that than Minecraft. Like right now, it feels like an in-between. Yeah, absolutely. Right now, there's just not a lot of progression available. They mentioned that it's basically just like the world setup and the recipes more than anything. And also, your definition of 3D dirt homes, do you by any chance mean squares with like only a platform to be able to access it at all? Can I? How do I get in? Can I get in? I want to get in. Can I not get in? It seems like I can't get in the way that I would want to. What was that? Also, you can sit. Give them a door and a table. Well, you kind of have to. You got to give them a place to sit, a flat surface, and then a box. But yeah, I think you actually can do that with NPCs. I don't know how they intend to do, like, NPCs and stuff like that. I know there's already some setup, then they have shopkeepers and stuff. You know, I should... Oh. Whoops. Just do that. Yeah. My brother, my friend, and I always tried to be a little bit more, a little nicer to our NPCs rather than just build cages. So we always did a lot of we had what was like our actual exploration days and progression days, and then some days we would literally just sit down and build stuff. We're still waiting for that like Calamity offshoot mod to be finished and do another run off of that, because as cool as Calamity is, that's Toho. That's a bullet hell. That's not... It doesn't play like OG Terraria as much. But yeah, I want to just finish exploring this real quick, and then... I'm surprised. I would have... That flag scares me. Is that what it is? Oh. So... I mean, you know, we have plenty of stuff already. There's like railways and stuff. Oh, and one thing that this game is something that they don't really want to add, at least not in like the Minecraft or Terraria sense, is like wiring or redstone, basically. They want to do like automation a little differently, probably including like heavily involving NPCs, where you have like NPCs doing stuff for you rather than having wires and electricity do it for you. Slaves. So it'll be interesting to see that, like, just have a bunch of NPCs like doing your farming for you. Or how am I gonna get out? I can't self-rope up. Maybe I can. I'm probably just gonna have to like tower my... That's a stair. That's a slab. Interesting. Hello! We can actually make NPCs more useful than just being shopkeeps, so I think that'll be nice. I think having NPCs interact with your base, it makes them feel a lot more useful, makes the world feel more lived in, makes your homes feel more lived in. So far the NPCs don't do much, right? Yeah, they don't. They have like very basic AI to like walk around, or like shopkeeps can sell you stuff. But at the moment, they don't really do much. They haven't implemented any of the automation stuff, or like giving jobs to NPCs or anything. Some mobs don't have like their proper AI. Like they literally update 1, they added the dinosaurs to the underground caves biomes. And they just have basic AI. They don't have like the unique AI that they want to give them. Hey, buddy. He's throwing bombs! Maybe I should stay away from that. That might... Okay, never mind. So, I guess goblins have the equivalent of Ziggs. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I saw on Hytale Discord that one of the devs is adding a similar accessory system to Terraria. That would be cool. So right now, the way that it works is I see these 2 slots right here that are unused. So it could be the... Hold on a second. So it could be these that will have them. I know you have your armor, and these 2, I'm not sure what they are yet. But, you know, this might be for, like, crafting or for memories or stuff like that. If they are adding an accessory system similar to Terraria, then hell yeah. I'd love to see, like, rings that give you mana or, like, more magic power or, like, swing power and stuff like that. Or, like, necklaces and stuff. I'm gonna fight you, buddy. Just you wait until I get up there. Shit. Also, in terms of tools and stuff like that, it is interesting. I think it's more like... Definitely more like Terraria, because, for example, the pickaxe is used both for dirt and for stone. So I guess dirt is considered a type of stone. You don't use the shovel the way that you would, you don't use the shovel the way you would in Minecraft to increase, like, dirt mining speed. You use the pickaxe instead. And the shovel, instead, makes it so that you can dig out, groups of dirt blocks. That's how it sounded cool, but I have to see how they implement it. Terraria later on is like bullet hell evasion, yeah. As far as I've seen, I don't think that's the route they intend to take Hytale. I think they intend for it to be more like traditional RPG, where you get like more stats and stuff, but not really go insane on the mobility and the bullet hell kind of stuff, but you know, they'll do their own unique thing for sure. It's just a matter of time and seeing when and how they get there. But I do think accessories is a good way to go. I mean, MMOs have accessories. You have your rings and your necklaces for stat boosts and shit like that. Final Fantasy XIV has it, and it's like kind of important because they give you your secondary stats. And other than enchanting, I think the best way to go about giving players more access to different stats and stuff is more equipment slots, basically. For the NPCs will seem to Terraria, and the same with bosses. Yeah, that's definitely kind of like the impression that they've, or like the comments that they've made about it too. So like, definitely gonna enjoy that as it happens, and as long as it doesn't become a bullet hell, I'll be pretty content. And I do like Terraria, don't get me wrong, I love Terraria, but I prefer it when it's not Calamity level bullet hell. Which is why I'm looking forward to the Calamity spin-off one. It's more toned down, it doesn't feel like I'm about to play a Toho game and fucking explode. They just updated to add some of them and some mobs. They added the underground dinosaurs is what they did. I don't know about bosses, but they definitely added the dinosaurs. I think they should... I don't know if they intend to do this, or actually, maybe I should check. Controls. Maybe they do have a hotkey for it. Drop item, hotbar slot, switch camera mode, creative, menus, builder tools. No, they don't. Okay. So, Terraria has a hotkey for healing items and mana items. I need to... Okay, let me see how using... Or not mana items, buff potions. Let me see how this works. Okay, so you have to sip it like food. Okay. I think what they could do is add a hotkey to like quick swap to it, but you could also just... Oh, you know what? I know what they did. How do I... Oh, because I can't hold it in the right hand? Is that what it is? Huh. Nope. Okay, so you can't hold potions in your other hand. I think they should make it so that you can. So that you can kind of like quick swap to potions and stuff like that. I think that'd be a good change. I'll have to write that down and then just tweet it to Simon. And be like, hey, let me put my potions in my other hand. What the fuck is this? Is this wood? Oh, wait, I think it's a mushroom. Yep. So mushrooms can be broken with axes. Noted. Makes sense. Makes sense. I want out of this cave. I'm scared. Where are the goblins? What I may end up doing... Ooh, actually, I do have kind of a... Oh, maybe not. What the fuck? Also, these traps are kind of cool. I like the fact that the wooden spike traps exist in... Ow, you bitch! Okay, well, he kind of did that to himself. Maybe don't stand there. Stuck in there forever. Nah, I'm just gonna tower myself out. Oh, shit. Wait. Oh, fuck, there's two! Where's that potion? Yes, land in your own traps, you nerds! Skill issue. Where the fuck is the way out? I have found myself in the depths of this, and I should have marked my... Turn that on. Skill issue indeed. Directional issue more than anything. Okay, so... This is not the way that I came up. That's a fucking trap is what it is. We're in Vietnam... like that. I like that. Also, apparently for, like, jumping off of high surfaces, you can roll so you don't take as much damage. Okay, I see. So these break. Yummy. I like my berries. I do like the food system here and in Terraria more than Minecraft. I've never been huge on like full survival game type stuff. Not a fan of having to drink water and eat food just to play the game, but I guess that's the appeal of some games for some people. Definitely not for me, personally. This should be my way out. There's a lot of quality of life differences here that, like, were technically mods in Minecraft. So, for example, I know Hytale started off as Hypixel over in Minecraft, and they had their own server and stuff like that. So, like, you'll see, like, you know, automatically climbing this, not needing to jump. Obviously, Minecraft added something similar, but it's not really the same. It's kind of like an auto jump, so that still consumes your food bar. But yeah, just kind of making the movement a little smoother is really nice. Now, my way out is going to be, up. I'll just use this. Ooh. Easy. Also, half slabs can be placed vertically instead of horizontally, which makes building so much nicer. Okay, we use the mushrooms to get out. Did I make that jump? This one doesn't bounce. Fuck! Can I... Oh, but I can't take it. I could take that one. Oh, wait, I think I can. Oh, I can! This is scary. This is a little scary. Hold on. We parkour. Ah! Okay, we're good. I'm alive. I'm alive. That's all that matters. Rope can be used, so that's nice. Today I learned that I am safe by using rope. Maybe the builders who made this should have put it a little more out to the center so you don't get walled. Rope like Terraria. That's, yeah. That was dangerous. I do like the generation in this one. Something that I never really liked about Minecraft, and I guess very slowly they're fixing it with the world, like the new world gen updates and stuff like that, was the fact that the world was basically empty. I like seeing ruins and other civilizations and stuff and just kind of being able to explore, like, buildings that have been set out and just... less... I just like it being more RPG at the end of the day. As much fun as I did have with Minecraft, I just... You know, I've always been more of a Terraria fan. Another little building there. That looks like a... Yeah, that's a camp. Let me do one progression-based thing real quick before I start, like, exploring again. I'm thinking there's probably some way to upgrade your stamina so that it doesn't get consumed as fast, or so that you have more. And I very much appreciate the fact that the Hytale devs decided that the deity should be a waifu. Very, very based decision. And the combat just feels... I wasn't paying attention until now. He pays attention to the waifu thing. So the goddess... Let me see if there's a statue down here. There should be. Bonk. Something else to throw away. No, let me keep that. Green petals, I can throw that away for now. So the goddess has they gave us not useless Aqua as the apparent goddess of Orbis. I have plenty of wood. I don't need some more of that. I don't need that dirt. Take that. And scraps, iron ore. Oh look, another pickaxe. Here. Just refresh mine, thank you. Mushrooms. Poor Aqua catching strays. Hey, she deserves to catch strays. Maybe she should be useful for once in a while. I shouldn't be talking. The moment someone says who my favorite character is from Konosuba, I'm gonna be the one catching strays. Turning everything to water. Memories, yay! And this is our NPC log. So another really cool thing that I like about Hytale that's kind of not done enough in Minecraft, I guess. And I guess Terraria doesn't really do it too. I like the fact that these portals take you to a different dimension altogether. So, like, if I look off the map, it's not like I'm floating on some high island or anything like that. Give me those memories, yummy. No, we're literally in a different dimension. And I think that's pretty sick. Because the way they intend for you to connect your bases in this game when you're going to different biomes and stuff like that is through portals. So you can, for example, make your main base of operations. You can make it in the overworld, or you can like make a separate dimension or find a separate dimension where you make your main base, and then you have several portals in that main base leading to your outposts, basically. I think that's baller as fuck. Personally, I think that's pretty sick. Because, like, imagine having this, like, cool, amazing setup that you have as your main base, as your hub for your portals, and then I saw there was, like, an evil world looking like the corruption in Terraria. I think those are in separate dimensions. I know there's dungeons that are evil and stuff like that. I don't know if there's an evil biome exactly, but it might be, like, different evil dimensions. I'm not sure how the evil world stuff works, to be honest with you. I need to look more into that. I may be well educated on Hytale, but Hans. Wait, I can just tame it just like that? Free horse? I shall name you... Is there a white one I can name Gold Ship? No. I see another cave. I'm sorry, Hans. I'll leave you alone for now. This is someone's house! Where's your door? You're asleep. Hi, how you doing? I can't buy anything. Ow! I put my... Okay, buddy. Buddy actually put up his fist. Hey, hey. I guess I'm trespassing. I just fucking prick. I should kill you. Let me in your house. Do that 10 more times and I'm gonna get really... Nice place. This is... I literally just killed a dude in his own house. He had every right to castle doctrine me. I came in with... Ooh. Is this a free bed? Could I just yoink your bed? Dude, I love all the furniture items. Wait, can I interact with... Is there a... Are these just decor? Aw. Okay, so I guess they are just decor. I kinda hope they make these, like, openable and you can store stuff inside. I think it'd be a neat way to make it so that they're not just decor. I know the shelves are useful for putting... Oh, can I put other stuff on the... On the shelves, you should be able to put, like... How do I... I don't know how the... I don't know how it works. I honestly don't know how it works. Showing that pirate streak taking NPCs' houses. Yeah. Self-defense. He punched me first, and then I walked out of his house. Totally not my fault entirely. I'm gonna yoink his bed. That's what I'm gonna do. Why do you have two beds? You're the only one here. Wait, there's lanterns. I'll be taking that. Thank you very much. I love me some lanterns. Look at all the decoration items. I do hope that some of these, like I said, like the wardrobes and stuff, can be used for storing items. I think decoration items are nice. I think some decoration items should still have a purpose outside of just decoration. And... Hi. You have a big weapon. Ooh. You're kind of scary. You're also just kind of bum rushing me like a... Oh, that hurt. Oh, that kind of hurt. Oh, that kind of hurt. Oh, that kind of hurt. Okay, okay. That kind of hurts. Ugh! Where'd he go? What the fuck? Where'd he go? He disappeared! Is that a bug or was that intentional? That was horrifying. Where'd he go? Maybe he fell in a hole. Oh, hi. Was it you? Are you the same guy? Oh my god. Ah! He can't swim, right? Well, that was horrifying, to say the least. Alright, I guess it's time to go find somewhere I actually want to build. I kind of have the impression that it's intended for you to build a house near the Temple of Memories. What's it called? Forgotten Temple. That being said, I feel like wherever you build, you can probably make a portal that leads to it. So I'm just gonna go find somewhere with a cave and near water. I like that idea. I like water, I like cave. I need to make chests and start putting shit away, so I legitimately just need to build something. What's that over there? And I also need to find a way to, like, actually organize my inventory a little bit better. At some point, I'll figure out how I want to do that. But it's not today. Ooh, is that a mountain? Maybe there's a river around it, or a lake. That's a hole. Jeep. Can I shear you? No, I guess not. Yeah, I might jinx it at some point. I'm gonna be running from something away and be like, yeah, you can't swim, can you? And then it just swims and fucking kills me. That's gonna happen. We have to see how they, like, improve the AI for stuff. I know they have... Fucker. Oh, shit, that's a dog. Hey, buddy. I'm sorry. It was not my intent to intrude upon your territory. I just want to check out this mountain. Is that a frog? Forg! But yeah, I know a lot of the AI for mobs and monsters right now isn't like super advanced or anything like that. So I do want to see how they intend to make stuff more advanced, especially bosses. It might be slow progress. Yeah, for sure. Because they definitely need to figure out how it is that they want to respond to players. You know, like what actions we want these enemies to take, so on and so forth. I know I'm pretty sure there's some complex CPU AI already. But I think it's for very specific mobs. This is a mountain ring. It's not bad. I want to check out what's over there. More solid than a year. Oh, there is water next to it. That's not bad. But yeah, I do think one thing that's going to make this game like stand out a lot, as long as they keep at it, I think they can achieve more complexity. Absolutely, and you know, like, to set expectations, this game, like, the final version of this game isn't coming out for at least the next 2 years. So, like, I'm not deluding myself with thinking, yeah, the early access is out right now, this game will be out in January 2027. Like, fuck no. But, yeah, as the game evolves, and they get feedback, and they're like, ooh, ooh. And then Void Essence. I believe that's useful for something. You know, as they chip away at stuff and we get to see stuff, like, maybe we'll see, like, updates that are specifically focused on certain systems of the game. So, you know, maybe they'll do, like a enemy AI pass, and we'll see, like, enemy complexity go up. And then we'll see, like a animal AI pass or an NPC AI pass, and we'll see like the automation stuff get brought in. But as long as this game is in early access and, you know, we're playing it, we gotta, you know, we offer ways to improve it, we offer ways to like make the game more interesting, and make sure that whenever you are giving feedback, do it in a way that not only makes things that more interesting, but I would say that it isn't something outside of the vision of what Hytale is supposed to be. So like it's always important to consider. So yeah, like dungeons right now, or like dungeons like this one, are still WIP. They haven't been made yet. So they have the structure set up, but obviously there's supposed to be something in there that might be like a little mini dungeon, little escapade. So at some point we will see those being populated with stuff. And I think the design and the blocks and the way they've done the like world gen and stuff is really cool. I actually really dig this. But yeah, I would just say, as any feedback that you're giving, make sure you're doing it in the spirit of something to achieve the vision of what the devs set out to make with Hytale. Not obviously, like, you know, you want it to be fun for you, but like the devs want to achieve a certain goal, and we should be trying to help them achieve that goal in a way that's fun. Not just making our own idealized, romanticized, voxel-based game. Because, you know, at the end of the day, right, every game is supposed to be a different experience. Be like, hey, in order to improve this system, just, you know, maybe like the skeleton fighters should have, or goblin fighters, for example, as a difference between, like, skeleton fighters, rather than just having, like one AI for all melee enemies that use a sword. You have, like, goblin fighters be, like, really cowardly, attack in groups where they're like, you'll see 3 goblin fighters come in on you, attack you one at a time, and each time they attack, they pull away and run away, and, you know, whereas skeletons are kind of like mindless, and they just swarm you and just stay on top of you as much as possible. Also phrasing. I did a thing. I'm heading back towards the temple. Spawn is that way. I want to go north. Also, integrated map. Ain't that cool? That's a big-ass lake. Improve, be critical on what they're trying to make rather than try to add things you want for yourself. Yeah, absolutely. We can see this, like, starting map. And obviously, as we explore and we go out, we can see more. But for now, we can't really see anything in this direction because, well, we haven't seen anything. I gotta see what the world size is, or what the limit is. Certainly feels like the world is like if this is the edge, if this is the very edge, and it doesn't just like move on as I explore it, then it feels like the world is Terraria sized, more or less. But which I would be content with, so long as we have like plenty to explore, plenty to do underground and all that stuff. But we'll see. This is the big lake. We got sand, a lot of sand. And I think, obviously, you probably need sand to make glass. So, I should... And this is close enough to the spawn as well. Actually. That is an interesting mountain range. That wouldn't be a bad place to build if you want to build like a dwarf. There's some cool There's something over here. It's like mountains and stuff here. Ooh, maybe I want to build by this one where it's like close to the ice. Or here. I should just build. I should just build. Maybe worlds are going to be like that, similar to Terraria, but you can go to multiple different ones. I think that's probably going to be the case. I wouldn't mind them. I think they are intended to be bigger. But I also wouldn't mind, you know, what you just said. I mean, we could try. I could literally just start going north and see how far we can go. Because I also don't want to sit down and build for like an hour straight. I should just make a hut. I'll do that. Let me make a hut that I can respawn in. With one of my thousands of saved references to make it look kind of nice. Kind of semi-decent mini hut of sorts. Dirt hut. Nah, I can't dirt hut. It makes my brain itch. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. I have a better idea. A little bigger than that. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm here. That's not what I wanted. I'm sorry, little sunflowers, you are in the way of my masterpiece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is here. Do I have dirt? Let me put that down for now. I'm gonna dig up some dirt. Flatten this and turn it into a even surface to work on. I do appreciate that you technically need less tools to be able to do stuff like this. It does clean up your inventory. But if you want to, you know, destroy dirt in large quantities, you do grab the... What the fuck?! Where did you come from? What the f... Sudden... Bro, I shit you not, over the last, like, 2 weeks, there have been multiple instances of jump scare, like, spawn NPCs. It happened to Ryo, it just happened to me, and it also happened to me and my brother while we were playing Baldur's Gate. What is happening? Why is shit just spawning randomly? Why am I getting jump scared by a rabbit? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, I'm just trying to vibe and get some dirt. Apparently the rabbit wants to just, you know, surprise visit. I'm not cool with that, rabbit. Not cool. Also, so you guys are gonna kill the rabbit for its crime. I don't know where it went. That's right, run! You know what I'm here for! Well, it does give meat, so I'm not just slaughtering it for no reason. It's not animal abuse, I got meat, it's food. Food torch? Oh, what the fuck? Why are we separate? What the fuck? What just happened? You know it doesn't have a family? Well, I mean, it did spawn out of nowhere, so that is entirely true. That's a spider. Please stay 9,000 meters away from me. I didn't even give it a fighting chance. Hey, some mobs actually just run away. I kinda... The way the rabbit looks, it's like a jackrabbit. I kinda wish that it would fight back. I want someone like the neutral NPCs to fight back when you start attacking them. I don't want to pet the spider. I don't want to pet the spider, bro. I do not want to pet the spider. If I had live 2D tracking on my model, you would see me shaking my head really quickly. I don't want to pet the spider. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good. You can pet the spider on your own time. I'm good. I'm good. Getting wrecked by a fox, that did happen to me, actually. I was watching this other VTuber that I watch, and she opened up her door to find a fox literally just staring at her, and then it started attacking her and went inside the house and killed her for it, basically. She got banditized by a fox. By a fop. What the fuck was I doing? Oh, yeah. I should make chests, first and foremost. Start putting stuff away. But at the same time... Yeah, I'll make one chest. Hold on. These petals? No, go away. Autism works in an amazing way. Owns the house now, yeah. She just wanted to pet it, and it ended up wanting to kill her. It was hilarious. Okay, what else can I put in here? Putting all this stuff away. I want to organize it really badly, but I'm going to resist the urge to do so. Crafting tools, survival, and then I think the one... So I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna try to make all the workbenches that I can. Just realized I didn't technically need to make this yet. So what's interesting is, like in Terraria, different workbenches give you different stuff. And in order to upgrade each of the workbenches, I guess the builder's workbench doesn't really need one because you just plug and play this bitch. But like these workbenches, in order to get like higher tier items, you have to upgrade them. And then each workbench has a different requirement. So for like, for example, this one's going to be like ingots. This one's going to be farm related stuff. And fun fact, in order to get seeds for specific trees, you have to upgrade the workbench. So I like oak, for example, right? I like the oak wood. I need a tier 4 one in order to start farming or start putting oak saplings around my house. But like, you know, you start off with beech, which is this one, I think. This might be birch, actually, not beech. But yeah, things you're gonna have to... Oh, shit. Hello? Chat! What was the last thing you heard? You're listing them off? That's the last thing we heard. Oh, yeah, it's, 6969, 69696969. But yeah, so... Nice, yeah. What's it called? What I was mentioning is basically, like, in order to get the exact stuff you want or farm the exact stuff you want, you gotta progress a little bit. And it's kind of similar in Terraria, where it's just they're like, oh yeah, if I wanna... Well, I say kind of similar, but not really. Because I could just plant and... No, because in Terraria, in order to get a specific type of wood, you have to plant the sapling in the specific biome. There was a thing we're gonna have to... My apologies. Shit. But, yeah, no, I'm gonna have to... Wait, what is just Essence of Life? Greater Essence of Life. Interesting. We get planters. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Unknown item, find the forgotten, restore 200 memories to unlock this recipe. And I believe some recipes or like a lot of stuff is unlocked as your as you level up your memories and stuff like that. So curious what makes it do this. Oh, because there's like moss, I think. No, this is a different type of grass. That's what's going on. Whoa. Whoa. What's the difference between these two? I do like all the little visual differences in biomes and stuff. It's gonna be a small little abode. Its whole purpose is going to be temporary. We're just gonna be bing chillin' here. Fuck. Go into creative mode and just slap these one at a time. Something that I needed to... okay, speaking of like the OCD stuff that you were saying earlier, I had to kind of unlearn a really bad habit, which was a waste of resources. So obviously, these dirt blocks right here are never going to see the light of day. I would replace them with wood originally. I had no reason to. And it was a waste of wood. But I would do it anyways because it gave me OCD thinking, or I guess OCD, but like it bothered me thinking that there was... Did you ever get your ice cream? Now you're making me want to get ice cream right now, but... Being chilling. Now you're kind of making me want ice cream. How could you? How dare you? I have some. I'm gonna... Oh, God. I'm probably going to make some flan today, so... I do have ice cream. So I could get both after I've made it. Yes. Oh, also, we're gonna have to get more soon. Yeah, we're taking a trip over the weekend. We'll get some when we come back. You know, some family stuff happened, which I completely forgot to say at the start of the stream. I'll say it at the end as well again, but just kind of like as a heads up. I'm going to try to do a stream tomorrow and Wednesday. I know that's typically not my schedule, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for sure, I'm going to be with family. So I'm not gonna be streaming. Just making sure that, like, we're all on the same page because of that. You know, without getting into too many specifics, but we'll see. Is that what yesterday was for? So yeah, well, man. Yeah, I'm mostly fine myself. You know, just family stuff. I don't want to be specific. It's not a huge deal. I'm not gonna explode or anything. So life happens. Life happens and we roll with it. And that's it. You said you were gonna stream yesterday but couldn't, but I got you, no worries. Yeah. It wasn't so much that I couldn't, I just kind of pretty much lost all the energy I had. So back to hightailing stuff and exploring building and me making stuff symmetrical because I'm incapable of asymmetry. No more sad stuff. I mean, yeah, it just... It be. It be. It's not looking too bad. I do want to do this, though. I could make this a little more complex, but I don't want to get too crazy. I think I'm going to put some windows here. Yeah. Something specifically I wanted to kind of do, but I don't think this house is big enough. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, I could do it on those sides, and then the front could be a little simpler. Yeah. Is this how I want to do? Do I want to give it one more? No, I want to give it one more. I want to make this look pretty. I can't do dirt houses with zero shape. I will actually lose my fucking mind. Oh shit, I might need more wood. I'm definitely gonna need more wood, actually. Yes, okay. 1, 2, 3. I love the music. Like, if you get a chance to listen to, like, the full OST for this game as well, it's so nice. It's so very nice. What happened to my fucking torches? How do I... Wait, how do I... See, oh. Here and here. grab these. I'm gonna put them inside now. And this is literally just gonna be a little rough and dirty. We'll do the farmer's bench outside. Yeah, that's gonna look kind of nice. I'm gonna need more oak, which was at spawn. So shit, as they say. Music is a bit low. Sound effects seem to be fine. I'll raise the music a little bit then. Okay, new respawn point. Good. 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 Ooh. I see the one issue with what I did. That's not too bad. And I just had to raise it a bit more. I'll raise it a little bit, because it is a little low on my end too. I need more wood. I need a lot more wood. But this is oak, I believe, because this is going to be hardwood. So I need to get that from spawn. I do want to show kind of the progression. So there's mithril. And, you. I can't craft because I need fucking logs. I'm gonna use this birch just to craft the other workbenches. And then I'll get some oak. Another cool thing, or just like a nice little difference, I guess, from Minecraft is the way that trees work. Not just the fact that you can cut them down and, you know, by swinging at the bottom, but wood is, you know, you get 1 per log, right? But the recipes for like stairs and stuff like that don't consume 6. Which makes it a little nicer. I do want that tanning rack at some point. Shit. I need a stove for food. And I need to bring that chest inside as well. I wonder if I... I wish there was a way to pick it up with all the items still intact on the inside. I'll need to make a second floor for this if I intend to, like, put everything inside, but I probably should move these outside. Put that there. Plonk, plink, plonk, plink, plink, plonk, plink. Organizing stuff. I don't really need these petals. I don't really know why I have them. Dirt. There needs to be some sort of trash. I know Terraria had the trash item. Okay, so what the fuck is this? Memories is disabled in this context. Unlock by crafting the backpack upgrade. Oh, so this is our backpack inventory. Interesting. Bomb is a two-handed item, by the way, not one-handed. I'll leave this here. Put the arrows on top of my bow. Put some food. Medium leather. We'll leave that there for now. Let's see, what do I need for the tanning rack? Light hide. Ooh, I should not have thrown any of that away, huh? Because we need hide to make leather. And then we need leather to make other stuff. But we do have all this stuff, so that's not bad. Got a little more wood, very similar to Terraria. Yeah, it is. I think the main difference between the two is kind of the tree. What the fuck kind of a... Okay, so thin tree doesn't give logs. Makes sense. I don't know why I was under the impression it would be different. Yeah, I think the main difference is, for example, whenever you're gonna plant, like, a specific type of wood, you don't just, like, grab the acorn and plant it in the biome where the wood grows. You have to craft the specific tree type sapling. I'm not sure how I feel about that just yet, because I don't know if there's, like... I feel like the different wood types is just a cosmetic thing. I don't know why you would want to lock the progression of the wood, if that makes sense. I don't know. It feels a little odd to me, personally. And we can make food. Any vegetable type. What vegetable do I have? I have 6, apparently. Mushrooms count as vegetables. Neat. Mushroom salad. Requires any mushroom and lettuce. And we need to start farming lettuce. Chef stove. Baked items. Popcorn is... Oh, these instantly restore health. And these give health regen and stamina boosts. Has a duration of 2 minutes. These are instant. Raw fish, raw fish. Okay, so I guess you get raw fish from that, and then you would have to cook it. And you would probably cook it. Fuel and dough. Okay, but how do I cook the fish? Chef stove prepared. It's probably here, huh? Type of raw meat. I have 2 raw meat. Okay. Salt. Salt blocks, by the way. Well, I can't imagine those are salt. So... I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna keep my dirt on me. Put a little dirt. Maybe to give it a different kind of depth. I guess I just... As far as I've seen, wood isn't really used for, like... Like, different kinds of wood aren't used for... Oh. I could be wrong. Hold on a second. Yeah, so wood isn't used for... Holy shit, by the way. What is that? Anyways. So, like, yeah. Like, I don't really see wood being used in that way. So, it's like any tree log, right? I don't see, like, specific types. So, it's just curious to me. I feel like it shouldn't really be a thing, but it's whatever, I guess. I didn't make a furnace, did I? That's kind of important. I'll figure this out eventually. I don't really need to make it too pretty, but... Yeah, just open up a little bit of space. Furnace can go over here with these two for now. And I think I have some charcoal that I can use to start smelting this copper. Oh, and you can put multiple. Oh, wait a minute. It has 2 inputs. I wonder if it cooks them at the same time. Let's test that theory out. Where's the iron? I like the fact that you can turn it on and off. so it doesn't, like... So you can stop consuming stuff and just kind of leave it in preparation for something else? Okay, so it looks like it does cook them one at a time. Interesting. That's... Charcoal does not last at all. Oh well. And then I do want to make myself slightly better weapons. Which is gonna... Oh! Oh, this gives health and damage resist. So it adds on like 2 layers. You have resistance to damage, and you have health being added. So there you go. Yeah, you can have accessories that give health or like resistances separately from this. Increases light attack damage. Interesting. Oh yeah, poison resistance. I already see layers upon layers here. And you have shields too, which are obviously utility, but I can't use shields with my daggers. Oh, I can make the iron ones already, actually. What the fuck? Wait. Huh? I have 4 iron ingots. Where the fuck? I do have 4 iron ingots. That range on the chest, by the way, is kind of insane. Like, the chest is all the way over there. The anvil's here. However, the copper ingots inside the furnace don't count. Huh. That's interesting. But yeah, that chest range is nuts. I wonder if I were to wall this off completely, if it would count for it anymore. I wonder if, like, it has to be, like, within line of sight. That might be something worth testing. In fact, I'll do it right now. I'll do it with dirt. Let's see what happens. Don't look at me. Alright. Does it still work? It still works. So it's not line of sight based, it's range based. You had to have them like almost right next to each other. Yep. Which was kind of nuts. Considering the fact that you could have like a whole room full of chests, have an anvil in the middle of it, and you'd only be able to like access half, like not even half, just the stuff that's like immediately next to the anvil. I think this is a little bit better. I do think this is a little bit better. It makes it a little nicer. So you could literally have, you could have like a forging room, and you have chests, or like storage all over that room that you can access. That's gonna be nice. That's gonna be quite nice. Armor would probably be a good thing to have. Maybe I can make a little bit of copper armor. See, that requires more than I thought it would. 755, 433, 544. We're getting these. Oh, they're also going to add a feature that's kind of quote-unquote transmog, where you can turn on and off your armor. So if you don't want to see your armor on your character model, you can turn it off, which is nice. Also, if you have noticed, you have 4 stats in the bottom here. We have health, stamina, mana, and defense. And obviously I have 0 mana. I wonder what gives me mana. I assume staves... I assume staves need mana. I don't know if they give you mana. But I suppose if I find a staff, we can find out. Because I don't think you can craft them. At least, I haven't found one yet on my world. There may be like a crafting table for magic items. I think you probably have to find a magic item first before you discover the recipe for that. Because I haven't seen... Hold on. Maybe I'm silly and a little bit of a goober. Spawn. To bed. I can go to sleep. Hold on. There's a salvager's workbench. There's the alchemist's workbench, which I think is just for potion. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. The arcanist one. So you need thorium in order to be able to make these. That's gonna be a find. Alright, I'm giving myself roughly another 35 minutes, so let's go see if we can, if the map increases as I get closer to this edge. Let's go north. That is gonna be a bit. I do think you can find magic items earlier, you just can't craft them until that point. It'll be interesting to see how they do the progression. Time for the word's edge. You missed a little letter there, buddy. Here's your L for misspelling it. Hold on, I gotta capitalize it. North. Yeah, because the whole point of having multiple bases... I'm pretty sure it's gonna be... Oh. I'm sorry. Mooses should not run away. Mooses are very territorial and hostile. They should make these very angry and, like, hit you and slap you. Meese. Mooses? Meese? What's the plural of moose? Is it just moose? Mooses or meat? It's not meese. I don't... That's a snake. Do you aggro or do you run away? Yeah, I do hope, I think my biggest hope with NPCs so far, or like creatures, is that they have varied AI. I want to see like mooses just be absolutely aggressive, unrepenting, chase you to the ends of the earth. Mooses are spiteful creatures. They should absolutely be trying to murder me. Like a hippo. Can I milk you? I probably need a bucket, huh? Oh, another thing that they haven't added, moose is the plural. Okay, so you don't even add an S. Yeah, moose should just be dangerous creatures. What's it called? So they want weather effects to actually affect the player. They haven't added that in yet. They're evil as fuck, yep. Let me pick you up. You're a snail. I want to pick you up. I'm also trying to avoid just murdering everything in my path. Let's see how far. Okay, so I have to go basically to... Oh, I think it does expand as we do that. Oh, hold on a second. I think it does. Salt it? I don't have salt. I don't know where to get salt. Can I, like, boil ocean water and get salt? Is that an option? Hi, snake. Fake captain, no sauces on the ship. Huh? Guys, I got isekai'd. I lost everything. This is an isekai'd world. Well, I don't even have my ship. It's gone. Reduced to atoms. I got hit by Space Truck-kun. I was out on a spacewalk trying to fix my ship. And Truck-kun decided to hit my ass. Yeah, so basically the more you explore, the more it lets you like actually scroll the map. Let's keep going. Let's see what we can find. Oh, here's another animal that should be really aggressive and really hostile. Boars. Boars do not give a shit. Boars see you in their territory and they will gore you. Another thing that they're going to approve upon, that you can probably take a guess that I'm going to say it, is liquid physics. So they said they're working on updating liquid physics, so it'll be more interesting and probably more natural looking. There's a lot of cobras up here. This is a fucking tundra. Like, this is ice. Why are there so many snakes? Also, glaciers are interesting, because you can get on top of the glacier, and there's also, like, evil structures. The last time I saw a glacier, there was an evil structure, like, smack in the middle of it. Let me see if there is one here. Yeah, so the biome generation and the world gen is something that they're very proud of. Very much looking forward to seeing how like that continues to be updated as well. Apparently, water physics are always cool. Yeah, indeed. What the fuck was that sound? Oh my god, it's a squirrel! What's it called? They were showing like pictures of like some of the crazier biome and like world gen stuff. And in one of those pictures, they showed a flying whale. So that's something to look forward to as well. The Everfrost. Whisperfrost Frontiers, that's what it's called. What the... Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on. If we swim through that... Hold on a second. I'm assuming that when they wanted to do, like, weather effects and stuff like that, I'm imagining that being in the cold for too long might deal damage to you. This might be a problem. Or will it? And there's mantling, which is awesome, in my opinion, because it makes parkour potential so much... Ooh, iron. It makes parkour potential, like, way nicer. You can make, like, parkour minigame maps with mantling and take that into account. Make, Mirror's Edge in Hytale. Interesting how you can find ores over the surface in some of these, like, places as well. Where you just have, like, these rocks sticking out. It's a lot of iron. I'll worry about that later. And also, on the mini-map, or on the map, rather, you can place markers. So I can do this, select that location. Deselect that location. I wish I could... Okay, so you only have one marker. Okay, I guess that's why you can't name it. This has high map modding potential. Yup. Because you have all the... They're giving you all of the dev tools from the get-go. Like, people have already made insane mods in the 1 week they've had access to this. And when I say insane mods, I mean someone got Doom to run inside of Hytale already. And it's literally the first thing people always do with new technology or new fucking anything, new interfaces. Make Doom run on it. Yeah. It's not the best looking Doom. It's like very... It's like... Doom was already pixelated, right? It is a very pixelated version of the OG pixelated Doom. But it runs. It runs. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. It's wild. Listen, I've seen people run Doom on, like, digital thermometers. Or, like, crazy shit like that. Hytale effectively has a minigame engine inside of it. I'm not entirely surprised that they were able to do it. It chugs. What the fuck? Oh! Hi. I take it I'm not supposed to be here. It doesn't matter. Who the fuck? He's using magic! Oh shit. This might be kind of a problem. Ugh! Oh! I need a parkour roll, but I don't know how to do the timing yet. One second. Slight pickle. Wait, he's armored. Holy shit. Ice essence. Okay, so there's a lot of types of essences, apparently. And I do have food that gives me instant health back. which is 5%. Not a lot, but it gives better regen as well, so let's use that. Oh my god, he launched my ass. Yeah, mobs kind of hurt. I'm not gonna lie. Mobs kind of hurt. Dude, I love the mantling. I love games that you can mantle stuff. It makes movement feel so, like, natural. You fucking coward. Oh, I'm pretty sure this is intentional. A challenge is always welcome. Yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty sure this is intentional. When you put away the weapon or when you swap to another slot, you lose your ult charge on the weapon. I kind of hope they make it so that you keep at least some of it. That way it's if I go between melee and range, I'm not, you know, I don't get, like, completely gutted for it. I think that's going to be more of an issue in PvP environments, more so than PvE, but, you know, still something to think about. Worst case, I could always just mod it myself. Hehe. I'm sure it wouldn't be that hard to mod. Ooh! But we are doing A-okay so far. Now I just need to get rid of you. You know, I was playing Cyberpunk, and I always forget in Cyberpunk there is a dodge button, and I'm, like, explicitly building into it. And I keep forgetting that it exists. And it's like, I have a talent for it already. And I just started playing Cyberpunk, by the way, so, like, I'm not that far in. But, like, there's a talent pretty early on that makes it so that your dodges are better, and I haven't been fucking using it. He didn't drop the staff, motherfucker! Bro's playing handicapped. When aren't I? Ah! Okay, nah, we're good. Doggy just scared me a little bit. Ooh. Is this a better bow? Rusty iron short bow. Signature energy +6, signature charges +1. Wait, you can get charges for your signature. Wait, that's interesting. Bro is handicapped a little bit. What's the difference between these two? Can't really see the damage numbers for it. Oh. Why was the... They were abusing the dog! And then I killed it. Oh, they were probably feeding it, but, like, he needs free range, bro. He's an animal. He needs room. Now he'll have all the room he wants in heaven. And it's their fault. Not mine. I really think these should be storage spaces. I think you should be able to store stuff in these. And if there's barrels, barrels should also have storage as well. What the fuck? Ooh, give me that. Hat. Shadow Weave? Wait, what the f... Okay, there's more stuff that at least you put him out of his misery being stuck down there. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I feel bad for him, but, like, what else was I gonna do? He was gonna kill me otherwise. He was probably really hungry. What's it called? I can't wait to have animal ears be separate. Shadow Weave reminds me of, like, the cloth you get from the mobs in the dungeon in Terraria. I'm sure there's gonna be, like, spellcasting, like, robes. Like, armor that's specifically for spellcasting that gives you certain stats. Like, I can definitely imagine them doing, like, side grades for armor that's, like, not metal-based. Maybe, like, leather armor that gives you better ranged or dagger, like, sneak attack bonuses and shit like that. I think that'd be cool. I think they should do that, if it's not already a thing, or... I need to get down there. I need to go north. Okay, let me see if I can do this right. Nope, I don't know how to roll. There's a way to roll, I just don't know how to do it. Is it? Oh. How do I do it? Am I gonna attempt to... Ah, it's so slippery. That's a house. That's a polar bear. Hey, polar bear, you should be really aggressive. Will you be really aggressive? It looks kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of terrifying. There's another one. That's where I want to go. Over there, that island. What the... Crystalline depths? Oh yeah, apparently they're going to be doing stuff with the, if evil, why fluffy? That's a good question. That's a great question. If evil, why friend-shaped? There's... Okay, yeah, there's another huge landmass right on the other side. I like the fact... Okay, so... Cool quality of life detail that Minecraft doesn't really have, and neither does Terraria, but I guess it's, you know, different games, different strokes, different folks, right, type of thing. I let go of all the buttons. I don't sink. I can only sink if I like, specifically crouch down and go, oh my god! Wheels! What the fuck is that? That's a... What just happened? That's horrifying. What are you people? Oh, they're just... Burnt boners, got it. Oh my god. My stamina. Whales? Hello. You should go touch it. Whale! Wait, I don't want to drown. Hold on. There's a fish nearby that I just collected a fucking thing for. Oh my god. Oh my god. I want to touch it, but it's so deep. I'm gonna drown for those. Holy shit, I can't. I actually can't. That's so deep. There has to be, like, water-breathing potions, right? Like, there's no way. Oh, wait. Touch. Hello. That's what she... Yeah, that is in fact what she said, isn't it? Subnautica and Hytale. There has to be better ways to dive underwater, because it looks like there is stuff to do in the underwater. I wonder if there's gonna be like water palaces the way Minecraft has them, or like the like for example the biomes that Calamity added in the oceans. I think that'd be cool. Oh my neck. Some underwater boss fights maybe before Monster Hunter brings them back. Obviously. Terraria, I think you had diving helm and a potion of gills. Yep. Base Terraria. Yes, you are correct. Yes. And there was also the merfolk amulet that turns you into a merfolk whenever you go underwater. Evil spooky music. Oh my god, not needing to tower myself up, this is so amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of think building near a volcano is cool as shit. Have one of your bases be like an evil layer next to a volcano would be cool as fuck. What are you? A wraith? He's got a scythe! Ow. Ooh, that's lava. He's spinning that shit! He's got sauce! Guys, he's got sauce! He's got hella sauce, I lose this. Never mind, he's dead. Cindercloth, Essence of Fire. Oh, man. So there's Void, Life, Fire, Ice. Are there gonna be any more? Like, maybe there's Thunder Essence, perhaps? The Reaper, GG. I don't fear the Reaper, I fear the amount of sauce he has. Can I... Once... What the fuck? Sir! Hello? Fuck. Yeah. Got his ass. Alright, we're good. Ugh, let me up. Is this a furnace? Oh shit, it is. Oh shit, windows. Oh shit, black wood. Wait, this is sick. You can make some really edgy buildings here. Wait, you can make some really edgy buildings. Ooh. It's like shade wood in Terraria. I'm gonna always keep comparing it to that. Ancient Steel Helm. +9, +5, +5, +9, +5, +5. And it has worse durability. Interesting. Oh, give me that. $755. 1377, but worse durability. Not by much though. I'll take that. Gimme. Poisoned log? There's poisoned wood and poisoned potato sprout. Ooh. Wait, gross potatoes. I like potatoes. Adamantite! Wonder what this is gonna look like. Alright, let me see if I can do the roll. Let me see if I can do the roll. Okay, well, I canceled the damage I took. Oh, you know what I think it is? I think I am doing the roll. But I think you don't see it in first person, so it doesn't, like, trip you up. Let me see. I, broke my ankles instead. That dude has a fucking huge axe. No more ankles. My ankles are gone, boys. Where's my food? Alright, I'm gonna give this one more attempt. Yeah. Yeah, so it does do it. It's just... You gotta do it right. Where are you? Oh, the crystals. Okay. I wonder how you... I guess you... Oh, yeah, you pick it up. Wait, but what about this one? Because you can't pick this one up. So how would you pick the... If I want to decorate my house with these, how would I get these? Do I need to, like, get them with life essence on the altar thing? On the specific altar? Not altar, the, crafting bench. That's probably it, isn't it? The one thing I'm not too sure about, I guess it's only for the crude stuff where the rubble is necessary to craft it. And there's a little halter put off for the first time. Yeah, I'm sure. I think if you just hold crouch when you jump, it'll do it. I'm almost certain. Ooh. This is a... Alright, so apparently hobbits live here. Or used to live here. I guess the hobbits got a little too close to Mount Doom. Uh-oh. Hey, buddy. I fucking missed. Bro, that spin is sick. Let me do that. Can I get your scythe, actually? I love scythes. Let me use that as a weapon. That wood looks sick. Hold on. So this is like shade wood, or I guess burnt wood, I guess. And then that one's red. So what's it gonna be? What's the difference here? Burnt logs. Okay, so it is different. Okay. I wonder if you can get burnt logs by just burning your own trees. So, like, you grow your trees, burn them, and get burnt log. One of them probs casted Doom. Yeah. Ooh. Oh shit, this is very different. Fire logs. It is considered a blackwood. I gotta play that game. I really gotta play that game with my friends at some point. I think a few of them... No! So, fun fact about item drops, you drop half your inventory by default. The default setting is half your inventory gets dropped. That's a lot of sticks I lost. However, you also don't... your respawn point shoe bed is obstructed. Trying next option. What do you mean obstructed? Oh, I guess there's too much stuff next to it, huh? I believe you don't lose your... I don't know, actually. You just lose half the inventory. That's all in lava, so that's fucked. It's so cooked. Upside. We saw a lot of cool shit there. Downside. Did I lose the... No, I can actually see what that wood looks like. Oh, wait, I should... Yeah, if I hadn't panicked as soon as I fell down and actually just locked the fuck in for a moment, I could have just dirted, healed myself, and I would have been fine. But, alas. At least I get to show off the, half your inventory gone mechanic. You can actually, turn on keep inventory, by the way. So it's not like... If you hate losing your inventory on death, as, expert mode, master mode Terraria shenanigans have taught me, you can turn on keep inventory. And I will 100% admit it. I don't like losing my inventory in master mode Terraria, so I always have it, like... It can get really annoying losing everything in master mode. The difficulty spike between, like, expert to master is actually kind of insane. Upside, I get my oak logs, so I might be able to just finish my house and move the benches outside so that my fucking bed isn't obstructed. I need to make shears for sheep, because I think for beds specifically, you can only do it through wool. I'd rage, I wouldn't even attempt it. I mean, if you turn on keep inventory, it's not that bad. But if I was forced to... And I wasn't technically forced to do it that one time, but we tried doing master mode at one point without keep inventory, and it was literally, I think we died multiple times trying to get our stuff back, and that's when we decided to just turn keep inventory on. I'm okay. I think I'd be more okay if Terraria had a 50% of your inventory. I think the durability loss as well from Minecraft and Hytale, plus it only being 50%, I think that's more tolerable. Since Terraria doesn't have durability, the only way that they can make, like, deaths more punishing, other than the fact that you lose the boss fight, is by the loss of inventory, which, dude, I'm gonna be real, it just sucks. It just kind of sucks. I think death should be punishing. I don't think losing your inventory is a very fun way of doing that. Especially if it's like a boss fight where it's like, where you gotta... I don't like spiders. This is not... No, this is a single player world. Dude, I would not be doing shit in someone else's world. Also, if I had asked Brandon to put on the server, I probably would have had him with him. I'm just kind of jerking off and looking, doing some exploration and learning. Lobster! I didn't even realize there was lobsters. But yeah, I was like, kill it with fire is your kind of game. I'm assuming it is a game where we burn spiders. If so... Showing stream Hytale for the first time. Yep. At some point, I'm probably just gonna have building a village stream. Literally just spend like 3 hours building. What does it mean by my oblivious captain gets lost in another world? Yeah. Okay, so I guess you can't have too much stuff next to the bed, it seems like. Huh. We'll just drink that. Drink that. Here. I don't really... Essence of fire. We'll put that up here. Put this here. I don't need to be doing all this. Let me just move these outside. Where the fuck? Alright, now what I want to see is what this looks like. Okay, so... Dice to lava. Wow. So what it looks like is that certain woods are categorized into the same kind. So I guess firewood and burnt wood both go under blackwood and give you the same type of decor. So you get ancient wood, or ancient... Oh no. Wait, what? Oh yeah. That's interesting. I kind of dig it. You can definitely make some really edgy stuff, especially like with dyeable like clay and wool stuff. You can probably make some like really edgy Dracula's Castle type shit. Which I dig. I love all that crap. To no one's surprise. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish closing up this roof. And I'm gonna see if I can make some glass. Let's see if we can make some glass, and then I'll call it there for today. I'm making a very heavy assumption that they follow the same exact recipe for glass, which is just burning sand. I probably don't need this much, but I'm just gonna be nice and careful. I think the movement and the combat for Hytale alone make this game a lot more fun than Minecraft for me. And I genuinely just can't, like, I can't wait to see just how much more the Orbis world receives over the years. Over time. Glass. Now let's put a poison log. Oh, you know what? Deadwood. Hold on. Let me take one of these. While that goes, I'm gonna see what deadwood looks like. Okay, so it's like grayish. So it's also the ancient stuff. But like the wood itself ends up being gray. Huh. I was kind of hoping that it would be purple and green though, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little sad that it isn't. But I guess, in that case, if I wanted it to be, I could just also mod it in. Change the colors myself. Wait, no, that's not what I want. Why is it giving me anti-potion bottles? What the fuck? Hold on. I want glass. I want glass. Here? No. How do I make glass? Tools. Crafting. So it's not through there. Can't be the chef's stove. Not there. Definitely not there. Huh. How do we make glass? Is it through here? It has to be the furniture workbench. Right? Lantern. Okay, what's this? Storage, beds. Lighting. It's a bunch of that. Pottery. Uh-huh. Wooden walls. Miscellaneous. How do I make glass? What the hell? I can't put it here. Oh, you know what? I know how it is. 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 Because you're not making glass, you're making windows. I'm silly. I got you. I know exactly how to do it. Right there. Hardwood. Okay, so hardwoods are shared as well. I could just do this. Oh, okay, so wait, I don't need oak specifically if I want this color. I can use ash as well. Okay. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Oh, fuck. That should be enough. Ugh! Glass. Okay, there's probably ways to make prettier windows. Do these open? No, they don't. I could get a hammer and see how they look after getting hammered. Lol. Yeah, it is wood. It is wood. Just a neat little difference, I guess. I just would have expected it to be sand, but I guess since it's decorative and it doesn't really matter, they don't want you to waste your sand on something unnecessary. I should make doors as well. Furniture... no. Here. Fur is also a hardwood, so we can do that as well. I love the double doors opening together. Okay, so I need a hammer. And that would be this one. Alter appearance of structural building blocks. Can we hammer these windows? Right click. Right click, right click, right click. No. But we can do that. What about you? Nope. Okay, so basically, there's gonna be prettier windows for, like, multiple ones like this that I haven't figured out yet. But, you know, you definitely can do stuff like this. This isn't bad. I do dig it. Alright! I think that's a nice, short, little hightailing stream. So, I'm gonna call it there for today. Tomorrow and Wednesday, I'm not sure how long the streams are gonna be. I'm gonna try to do more than 2 hours, but it's ultimately just gonna depend on the day. That being said, well, thank you guys for joining for Hytale. I genuinely hope that if you haven't considered it before, that you'll consider it now, because this game is definitely one that I'm kind of very excited to see how it grows. So, at the very... I know Ethan's already supported it, but, you know, if you haven't, worth looking over. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing more Hytale stuff. We'll see if I stream more of it. I may end up doing like another like just for days that I don't really want to do a lot. I could see myself just doing Hytale stuff. We needed this game to succeed, dude. I've been seeing a lot of people playing it, and pretty much all of the streamers, all the VTubers I watch that have played it have unanimously agreed that they love it. So I'm happy about that. So if I do stream more of it, it'll typically be chill streams like this one where I'm just kind of like not doing much, maybe just exploring, maybe just building and yapping away. But yeah, I do see myself like continuing to stream it here and there. And I'm happy that you guys enjoy it too. So with that, I'll leave you for the night. Mata ne minasan. Oyasumi.